What's up, guys? I'm Manoz, a Metalhead. I'm doing 150 classic albums by the end of the year. I'm also doing Patreon requests and new releases. And I had no idea that with my schedule and just releasing the Blue album, that the Gold album would come out. Because I schedule out my uploads years in advance. Like I have up until May of 2028 scheduled out. So I had no idea that when Blue album released, my first time reaction to that was going to be followed up by the Gold album. Next month in September is going to be Pinkerton. And then I think someone has actually requested the Green album, because if you go over to my Patreon, it's $5 a month to get access to all of the albums that are on there. That is early access. There's about 600 albums. But if you want to request album, you bump it up to the $14 tier and you get to request a 50-minute album or less. And someone has done that with the Green album, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I'm kind of those are the only two albums I've heard though, is Blue and Pinkerton. So I haven't heard any of the recent projects, and from critic reviews and seemingly public perception from the very short amount of time this has been out, it seems like this might be a return to form for Weezer, which is going to be kind of cool, because after listening to those first two records, it befuddled me that the other albums don't seem to get a lot of praise, because those were like, Pinkerton was one of the first emo-ish records, like one of the first emo records, and then Blue was a really nice, like, grungy album. Like, it had a lot of nice grungy elements into it in '94, which is not like it was the birth of the movement, but it was not too far after. So they can be very forward thinking or tap into, like, very versatile, but for whatever reason, it seems like their records after those two didn't get a lot of love. But yeah, I'm curious to see how 30 years later they are. But yeah, this is going to be obviously a first time reaction. Let's see how it goes.
Everybody here's gonna try and drag me down.
Different.
Make me so scared that I'm never gonna wanna leave this town.
Reminds me of like early
Hide my
2000s,
head
like
in
Puppy,
the
right?
ground. Everybody here's gonna make me feel so afraid. So I only think about how my ass is getting paid.
This sounds so nostalgic.
The game I put in my silicone earplugs. Sweep that riff-raff underneath the rug and say yes.
Ooh.
Down if you're down, say yes.
Oh.
Like you're good at done, say yes.
Ooh.
What else can I do?
I didn't expect this.
Even if I don't believe it, it's true. Somebody here's gonna slip me a happy pill. Make me feel dumb if I just can't seem to feel the thrill. Yeah, you know the drill. I only get one weird life I get to live, and I only get one chance to show you who I am.
This is so
Make the
polished.
most of it. Climb that ladder right up to the sky, and when I get there I will not be shy. I'll say yes.
Oh.
I'm down if you're down. I'll say yes.
Fuck, I love this.
Like you're good at John. Say yes. What else can I do? Say yes. Even if I don't believe it, it's true. They'll frighten you, gaslighting you, till you don't know how to act. I'm telling you, Jack, hit the road, don't ever go back.
I'm shocked.
They'll frighten you, gaslighting you, till you don't know how to act. I'm telling you, Jack, hit the road and say yes.
Fucking hell. This is so groovy and catchy. I love it.
Like you're good at John. Say yes. What else can I do but say yes? Even if I don't believe it, it's true. Say yes. Say
This is crazy.
Say yes. What else can I do? Say yes. Even if I don't believe it, it's true.
I'm so shocked because, like, I've only listened to the first two, and this seems not too far off of the quality of that. So this either has to be like a really massive return to form for them, or people have been lying about the more recent Weezer records, because this one, it's really fucking nice. Like, also, like, we're only one track in, but lyrically, like some of like Pinkerton sort of stuff can like age a bit off, but I don't mind, because like I know I don't rate art so heavily against like its times or whatever, but this comes off like really polished and really well. Like I love the guitar and like the more noisier elements here. My understanding is they don't really have that in their earlier like records that I haven't done. Yeah, this is just really surprising to me because it is interesting that I've listened to the two good albums or like the two albums that are classics, and then I'm listening to this one, which could be a return to form, which I kind of did with Muse, where I listened to the newest album and apparently that's a return to form, and then I went back to Origin of Symmetry, and it's really solid. But yeah, if you haven't watched one of my videos before, by the way, I do ratings on the side. These are my first listen ratings. I listen to these projects multiple times over before I post them to my Discord, where you can chat to me about my ratings. I'm always active in there. You can also find my schedule and everything in the Discord. All of the information that you need for, because I do daily uploads every single day. But yeah, I also post the album of the year, which is the music rating website that I use. As this says, it says 600 written reviews. Actually, bit of a lie. I've done about 1,400 in the past 18 months. Before this channel existed, I maybe listened to 10 albums front to back my entire life. That was Bring Me the Horizon, Linkin Park, stuff like that. And then I decided to delve into Weezer for the first time, delve into Michael Jackson for the first time, Nirvana, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, with that, but my average rating is a 6 out of 10. I solely think that's because of my Patreon, though, because of the requests that I was talking about prior, where I have about 600 plus requests this year so far. And because of that, I can't really do anything outside of Patreon requests, and they're usually going to request good stuff. They're requesting all Pink Floyd's like classic records and stuff like that. But yeah, I think spiritually I have a 5 out of 10 average. If something's a 5.1, I think it's above average. But if I'm being honest, I think this is a great to an amazing track. I don't know if I just love Weezer or something, but this doesn't feel too far off of their original quality. I haven't listened to their other albums though, so. I doubt it's this like nostalgic sounding on like a 2010 record.
The car door, the pavement, the drop off, the waving, turn signals, tell someone. The dog walk, the dishes, the good morning kisses. I'm nailing each task
I love that there's still like a geeky element to it.
list. And I will tell you once again, you were always great. Remember how it feels to know and see and be so great again.
I think I like the first track a bit more, but like this one's still solid.
Will shine, shine again, shine again.
It feels like their like talent and the like veteran status is being able to come through here.
Forgotten inside you, the reason I'll keep rising, or maybe I'm demoralized, and I will tell you once again.
This is good.
You were always great. Remember how it feels to know and see and be so great again.
I like the guitar though.
The sun inside will shine, shine again, shine again.
I love the bass. It doesn't feel watered down at all. I like that, like, there's like a punch, there's a heaviness to it. Damn. I think it's a good to great track. This has to be a step up from their usual stuff, right? Like, the last 20 years. This is super solid. It's really nice to be able to hear, like, a proper band, because bands are kind of like a dying art form, considering the fact that we have, like, a lot more, it's like a lot easier to do like producer sort of stuff now, so there's less reason to have bands because there's more conflict that can be able to arise from that than just like one person that's able to play like a billion instruments because they have access to all of the sounds, right? So we don't really have as many bands, so it's really nice to be able to listen to a new release and there be like a talent and like a polish to them, like they're just really good at it, like they clearly have a lot of experience. It reminds me of like a, weirdly enough, like there's like a Geese is an album that is a band that's like recent where like they're younger but like they feel like they have that polish, that like cleanness to their sound, that like they just know what they're doing, and it's really nice to be able to get like new rock music and new music from bands that have that. And it's cool that Weezer, after like 32 years, are still doing it. Don't make it weird. All right, this is heavier.
Was walking down Montana when I bumped into a lady that I know. I tried to make small talk.
He's a little geeky.
And then it got weird, yo. It's hard to relate. Feels like I'm lost in the wilderness these days. When they try to reach me, I'm already gone. I'm already gone. Don't make it weird. It don't gotta be. Everything's cool.
I feel like they like, I know this is a more recent project or whatever, but like I remember having this feeling when I was listening to the Blue album. I swear so much pop punk of the early 2000s was based off of this. Like Bowling for Soup feels like they couldn't have existed without Weezer. And I get that feeling so much with the vocals here and everything, like especially like the content matter as well with like Don't Make It Weird. Also, I will say, I find it interesting that Rivers Cuomo is still talking about being like awkward and stuff like that, because I would assume that after like 30 years of being in a space where you kind of have to be social because like you're a celebrity and stuff like that, that like maybe that would be like whispered away after a bit. Yeah.
Nobody cares, but that's quite alright with me.
Like it reminds me of like Sum 41 and stuff like that too.
And then they tell me that I don't got any flow. It's like they can't see me. I'm standing right here though. Blinded by
He's so, I love him.
I was starving as I picked at the carcass. When they tried to reach me,
He's so cute.
gone. I'm already gone. Don't make it weird. It don't gotta be. Everything's cool if you let it be. Nobody cares, but that's quite alright with me. Blinded by darkness, I was starving as I picked at the carcass. When they tried to reach me,
I love him.
I'm already gone. I'm already gone. Don't make it weird. It don't gotta be. Everything's cool if you let it be. Nobody cares, but that's quite alright with me. Don't make it weird. Everything's
I think it's a fucking great track. Also, when I'm thinking about this, because I've been to Weezer live twice now, because my partner absolutely loves Weezer. It was one of the first, like, I guess, like, we were dating for, I think, like, 3 or 4 months, and then we went to Weezer, and I hadn't listened to any of the albums or anything. And then we went to Good Things, which had Tool and Weezer as headliners. And I was so curious, like, listening to them, they play all their hits, they play all their classics, and I find it so interesting as, like, an artist or band that's been around for, like, 34 years. You can never play all of the music that you would want to play. Like, you have to play your legacy stuff because everyone loves it. But then, like, what if someone really loves Maladroit? Are you playing, like, you're not playing any songs from that or something? Like, and that feels so sad, in a way, because yeah, I don't know. I wonder if they're gonna play a lot of Gold, because I don't remember any of these tracks. I don't know if any of them were made by that point or whatever. But um, it's sad that, like, if you loved this album, if you went to their new concert, it would be the Gold album tour or whatever, but they probably would only play like 4 songs from it or like 3 songs from it, um, which is an interesting like aspect that only like a few artists have to inhabit, where like they're around for 30 years and they're making music. Wednesday's really cool. The fact that they're like, that's so wild to me, because like I loved Bleeds from last year. It was so good. Like, it's crazy that like they're crossing with like legends like Weezer already. It's so mental.
Happy birthday, thanks for the volume, and thank you for the stack of dirty magazines. We lounged around, debated Nietzsche. I was too obtuse to get how much I need ya. Parasitic fishes down in the sea. Now we're history. We might as well be strangers. Something came along and changed us.
The part that they're making like music this good, this deep in their career is crazy. Especially when they're such silly little guys.
Your birthday, got shows back to back, excuse to celebrate, a brighter, lighter, a louder stack, hand on the burner, crack in the
I love the
skull.
Wednesday
Is it still
album.
hedonism if you're feeling miserable? Don't want your songs to become the clues to why we lost you. We might as well be strangers. Something came along and changed us.
It's so good. I love how expressive it is. No one sounds like Rivers Cuomo.
We might as well be strangers. Something came along and changed us.
I think it's like another 8.5. This is a really good project.
I'm not sure I even missed us. If I sang you a song, would you still sing along? Might as well be strangers. Something came along and changed us.
Dude, like, I've listened to, I think, like 150 albums from this year, and this might land in like my top 10. Probably, it's probably gonna. This year's been really bad though, but like, this is probably gonna land in my top 10. Maybe, I don't know, by the end of the year or whatever, because we don't know what projects will come out. But like, this is really good, and I would have never guessed that Weezer would make an album that would land that high. Like I think I'd probably prefer this more than like Boards of Canada's new album, which I thought was really cool to be able to listen to new Boards of Canada, and and like delve into them for the first time and stuff like that. But like this is really fucking nice. I like it a lot, and also I really enjoy the fact that it's 10 tracks long. It's one of the things that I really like about older artists is the fact that they don't have like 30 songs on their albums. They make it very short and concise. Like they make it very concise, which I appreciate. And I feel like that quality runs through. It's like they put all the quality of a 30-track album of recent stuff into a 10-track. I feel like it comes through.
Cranking out another 90s jam. Wish I could
Cranking
do
out.
something new.
Whoa.
But nobody
So
wants to
random
hear
bands.
that. They just want the classics.
True, that's what I was talking about.
Can't blame them, really. Something special about your early shit.
I gotta grow up and be a real adult. Stop complaining and give the people what they want. Here comes the CEO. I gotta keep this rocket in the sky.
You know, I was just a kid from Connecticut, alone in my room playing with a Tascam 688. It's those days.
I was happy, tinkering in my room all those hours, chilling out in my cocoon. Here comes the CEO. I gotta keep this rocket in the sky.
It sounds nice. It doesn't have that knack that's one in the end. That's one.
Thinking like a mad
I like it though.
professor, 'cause it's getting me nowhere. It's getting me nowhere. Here comes the CEO. I gotta keep this rocket in the sky. I gotta stop thinking like a mad professor, 'cause it's getting me
I really like them from Drake.
it's getting me
I have really nice production for it.
Here comes the founder and the CEO. Gotta stop thinking like a mad professor, 'cause it's getting me nowhere.
I think it's a good track.
Getting me nowhere.
I'm impressed. The world's a good place when Weezer is making good music.
Rolling.
That's why the 90s had that's why the 90s had like the best movies. That's why you had all of the best movies. Shawshank Redemption, Forrest Gump, if you know, all of that sort of stuff. You had all the best movies. In like Goodfellas, you had all of the best movies because in the 90s you had Weezer making good music. And now in the same year that we have Odyssey come out, we have Weezer dropping good music again. It just works. Art is in a good place when Weezer makes music and good music. And I'm so glad. I'm so glad Weezer could save us.
Toaster just to make some toast. First I had to scan a QR code. Where's the jerk who built this hamster wheel? I'm gonna tell him exactly how I feel. Jumping through hoops.
I love him. I love this dude. This makes me love Withers Common more than the first two records. I think.
Bought an iron just to fix my clothes. Got a procedure just to fix my nose. Calvin Brodus warned us all about hose, and all she ever wanted was
I love
to
how
paint her toes.
I love how he breaks his voice. And he has such a unique voice that only he can break it that way.
Jump, talking, man. Your plan ain't working, let me settle the score. I don't wanna jump through your hoops no more. I don't wanna deal with the rigmarole. I'm good where I am, I'm a straight talking man. Your plan ain't working, let me settle the score. I don't wanna jump through your hoops no more. Hoops, hoops, jumping through hoops. Hoops, hoops, jumping through hoops.
That is a great track. I love it. Might be a 7.5, but at least good to great. I'm enjoying this a lot. Who knew I was a massive Weezer fan?
I just wanna sit with you. If the grass is green and the sky is blue, it's enough for me. I just wanna sit with you. If the
He's so
grass is
cute.
green and the sky is blue, it's enough for me. Is it enough for you? I don't wanna go nowhere. I don't wanna go nowhere. You say that's great, I'll say that's fair, but I don't wanna go nowhere. I don't wanna go nowhere. No, I don't wanna go nowhere. You say that's great, I'll say that's fair, but I don't wanna go. Why did they clear the trees just to put up some shitbox condos? Why did they clear the trees? I just wanna be with you. If the snow is cold and the sky is gray, it's a lot for me.
It just sounds so nice.
I just wanna be with you. If the snow is cold and the sky is gray, it's a lot for me. Is it a lot for you? I don't wanna go nowhere. No, I don't wanna go nowhere. You say that's great, I'll say that's fair, but I don't wanna go nowhere. I don't wanna go nowhere. No, I don't wanna go nowhere. You say that's great, I'll say that's fair, but I don't wanna go. Why did they clear the trees just to put up some shitbox condos? Why did they clear?
I'll give it a 7.5. I like the guitar work.
Why did they clear the trees? The trees. That's what you get.
Ooh.
That's what you get.
Also, I just looked it up. Maybe it's just wrong on like the information front. It says that Kenneth Bloom did the beat, like produce some of this. I think that might be a lie, but if that is true, I just did Denzel Curry that did that too. Which yeah, what? Why is there a crossover with Denzel Curry and Weezer on the same day? I just finished Denzel Curry, which is he does amazing rap, and it was Kenneth Bloom that was doing the production here, and he's also doing the production here. I don't know who Kenneth Bloom is, but why is he producing for Weezer and Denzel on the same day? Like released on the same day. Damn, that's crazy. I like the production more on this though, and I think Denzel's.
Daybreak out of bed, gotta clear the fog. In the sprinter van, I've been living like a dog. I ain't fit for duty, I
down to the ground, and there's just one creature out there listening to our song. Call it faith, call it denial. Hey, who cares? We'll play a while. The show must go on, like my mother said. I gotta comb my hair when I get out of bed. I'll put my game face on, the writing's on the wall. When hope is gone, I'm turning it on. The show must go on. Woo! Carl drank Ipecac, Scott stubbed his toe. Brian had his heart broken, couldn't let her go. The world's out to get us and we're out to get the world. This is big time football, in case you hadn't heard. Call it faith, call it denial. Hey, who cares? We'll play a while. The show must go on, like your mother said. You gotta comb your hair when you get out of bed. So put your game face on, the writing's on the wall. When hope is gone, we're turning it on and on and
This is so fun.
on and on, on and on and on, on and on and on.
I think it's like I love it.
The show must go on, like my father said. You gotta pray.
I love
to
his
God
voice. I love
when
Rivers.
you're going to bed. So put your game face on, the writing's on the wall. When hope is gone, we're turning it on and on and on and on and on, on and on and on, on and on and on. The show must go on.
I would say like 7.5 or an 8. I'm bouncing between that. I think it's above Nowhere for me. Don't know if it's above Shine Again. I'll have to re-listen. But so far, like a very good to go project. Oh, I do think it's a pretty great track.
Every animal pass away. It doesn't matter how hard you pray. We are becoming the ether over the earth. Whoa. So tell me, what should I do with you?
I love that West Coast
I
stuff.
need someone I can
Joy
listen to.
that comes through on
Somebody
that
who
stuff.
can remind me what I'm worth. Whoa. Everybody, can you tell me what you're still doing down there? My head is up in the clouds today. I'm really sorry. Can you tell me what you're still doing down there? My head is up in the clouds today. Oh, oh, my head is in the clouds today. It's up in the clouds. Getting lost in the stratosphere, while everybody is fake sincere. They're telling me to sign on the dotted line. Whoa, I'm looking down on the turbulence. Letting go is my greatest strength. Giving up and dissolving in the night. Whoa, everybody, can you tell me what you're still doing down there? My head is up in the clouds today. I'm really sorry. Can you tell me what you're still doing down there? My head is up in the clouds today. Whoa. Now I'm buzzing like a honeybee. A honeybee. A honeybee. A honey. A honeybee. Now I'm buzzing like a bumblebee. I thought that you were a perfect fit, but everything must come to an end. I held on until I thought my heart would break. Whoa, everybody, can you tell me what you're still doing down there? My head is up in the clouds today. I'm really sorry. Can you tell me what you're still doing down there? My head is up in the clouds today. Whoa, oh, my head is in the clouds today. It's up in the clouds. My head is in the clouds today. It's up in the clouds. It's up in the clouds. Up in the clouds. It's up in the clouds. Up in the clouds.
I think it's pretty good. I love how concise this album is. Because, like, there's a chance that it could have gone, like, a bit bloated if it had, like, an extra, like, 5 tracks. But I like that. It's just a short, concise 10.
Wake up the guys. Tell them all that we're on. This is the moment of truth. The club smells like piss, and there's 3 flights of stairs, but such is the folly of youth. Yeah, we came to melt your face. We're gonna torch this place. We're gonna take you down. This is the LA sound. Load up the van, grab the headliner's hummus plate, quick before they find out it's gone. According to the Thomas Guide, we got an all-night drive, but it's worth every God-forsaken mile to play our songs. We came to melt your face. We're gonna torch this place. We're gonna take you down. This is the LA sound. We came to melt your face. We're gonna torch this place. We're gonna take you down. This is the LA sound. We came to melt your face. We're gonna torch this place. We're gonna take you down. This is the LA sound. Can't fake the LA sound.
I think it's really good.
This is the LA sound.
Another good track, yeah. Overall, I'm surprised.
The real
Yeah, I do love the joyous sound of like LA Store stuff. It's like you can kind of hear like the similarities between like Dookie and Weezer and stuff like that because they all come from the West Coast. But yeah, surprised that this is so good because I don't know if this is in line with the quality of their other records that are more recent. But if that's the case, then I feel like their recent stuff gets hated on way too much because this is really really nice. It's not. I don't think it's as good as Blue or Pinkerton, but it is not that far off. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed watching this video and you want to support further, you can go to Patreon. You can find Pinkerton there already if you sub for $5. But if you want me to do more Weezer and all of that, you can go there, sub, and you get to request albums, all that jazz. If you don't have the money or anything like that, that's totally okay. Watching this for support enough. But yeah, if you want to see Weezer every single month, you can subscribe because I'm going to doing Pinkerton next month and most likely Weezer Green. And yeah, like the video, all that jazz. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I absolutely love you. Peace.